My guy, if your red tires they look like this, your money they waste and it is not your fault. Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we'll be talking about this common issue where they affect the likes of Honda Ridgeline, Honda Pilot, and so many other SUVs, where they cause the red tires to tilt or bend inwardly, causing it to wear and tear faster than normal, than the outer part. Where like I say before you know you don't change tire like every six months, sometimes even up to 4 times in a year. So before your 200k tire go chop finish, today we are going to address wetin dey cause am and what we can do to avoid or fix it. Let's go. One of the major causes of this issue for Honda Ridgeline especially has starts from the suspension because first of all, you guys understand say Honda Ridgeline does not use the traditional axle like every other truck. They use independent rear axle, which means that every wheel tilts independently. Now the way factory they set and come from factory, you know understand, especially from factory under put what is called a negative camber small, they put small camber. That camber now they say when you overload the truck, the rear tires are meant to tilt inwardly a little bit so that the way they make the truck ride as smooth like saying a car for proper handling, especially when you load it. But that is the genesis of the main problem. Gone, 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 gone. Coming up at number two, the number two cause of this matter is called sagging springs, and it is well linked or connected to suspension issues. Now, what they really they cause these sagging springs or springs to sag? Now, for instance, in certain conditions like when the truck don't hold, once it don't hold, the springs go they sag. That is the back go they drop, or you dey overload the truck. You know, understand? You dey overload and you dey use and dey tow pass its towing capacity. That means maybe every weekend you dey take out the carry cement, log of wood that would eventually lead to the rear spring sagging wey go make the car bend like wetin get K-leg. Coming up at number three, so they have so many other causes or few other causes, and I go mention three. One, bushings. That rubber part of the bushings, those rubber components, they begin to wear out faster than normal. Two, no alignment. Say maybe since you get the truck, you never do alignment, especially if maybe now only the front alignment you dey do. So many people don't know say that they do four-wheel alignment. You're supposed to do alignment for the four tires. You know understand. So if you never do alignment, that four-wheel alignment since you get the truck, now problem you dey put yourself. Then finally, overloading the truck. Like I mentioned earlier, when you dey overload and say maybe every weekend you take out the carry wood, cement. Normally, you first guys know say under Ridgeline towing capacity is 1,500 pounds of weight. Once you tow above that capacity, bam, the back must sag, the back must drop. And once that back drop is it costs a lot to fix or replace. You know, understand? Now, one of the first steps to take rectify this issue is to check if the rear is 1 inch lower than the front. How you go to do it? You park for normal level ground. So if you park for normal level ground and you discover say the rear they lower than the front, your back springs don't they go be that. First thing first. Second solution when I go give you or when I go suggest four-wheel alignment. Like I mentioned earlier, so many people not really know say for all these trucks, especially for Honda Ridgeline, they do four-wheel alignment. You know understand? Some people now only two-wheel alignment they do. So if you not do the four-wheel alignment, your rear tires go really cry. You know understand? And your pockets go cry at the end of the day. Now you go say I dino, and you know what Gege talk about a dino is the last comment of a you get and last but not least, this one cost a little bit small money, you know understand? But this money so go save you that excess money we go take the change tire because the tires for these trucks not cheap. You know understand? Install helper airbags inside the coil springs because for the you know saying a truck, many people will get truck traditionally they want to use that they haul like tow other cars or tow something or carry extra load. Now, first of all, like I mentioned earlier, once you already dey carry load way past the motor capacity, the back spring must get problem. So for the back spring not to get problem in those kind of cases like towing and overloading, install helper airbags. And this is an example of what the helper airbags looks like. Once you install it, it will cost you around 400 to 500k. But it sounds a lot, but it will save you the cost of steady spending 200k on new set of tires where you go change like 4 to 5 times in a year if care is not taken. So with that being said, I hope that you've learned something from this video. If you want to learn more about cars and maintenance, make sure to hit the follow button, subscribe, repost, share, give your guy where you know say they face this kind of problem regularly but you know what talk. Let me know what you learned in the comment section. Would you install upper airbags, or you go like to face the problem they go like that. Till we meet again, cheers.